and added back, I think, the Albion, but now normal summon Clip. After Josh has lost some kind of interruptions, right?
Yeah.
He lost the Cartesia and the Fallen of Albus from his hand. However, if he has, that is crazy because he had the Fallen of Albus in his hand, the OG. If he has a Fallen at the Virtues, and I think we searched that last turn, he can activate that to send Rindbrom and then effect Rindbrom, summon back the Fallen of Albus. Even though that would have also worked with White Ring because he could just summon Ecclesia and then Ecclesia summons out the Fallen of Albus from the deck. But Clip gets us out a Rekko. Now, what is up next on the chopping block? Because Kevin now needs to go through all of his names. He needs to start building up a field, basically.
This is the thing. I think it is still a difficult situation because there are two very towers-like monsters on the field here, which are going to cause... Oh, of course, Fleur-de-Lis coming out of here as well. Goodness me.
And that is going to negate a special summoned monster, I believe, which Rekko is.
I believe from the... Yes, from the extra deck?
I think you can summon it if you have something from the extra deck.
If a monster... Yes, absolutely. On the field and not your opponent's field, yeah.
Then you negate a special summoned monster?
I think just one...
One phaser monster, okay. So could have used that on the Clip as well. Decided not to.
Fleur-de-Lis, what a card to be seeing here.
Yeah. Absolute gorgeous alt art.
Lovely art. And the super polymerization, the overframe, beautiful artwork, discarding the Nidus Servant, and yes, I think we do have the ship monster of Theseus here as well.
Josh is playing a deck as pretty as it could be with all of the overframes in the world, and Kevin is finding it harder and harder to play through this field because nothing he is doing seems to be working. Rekko and makes happen, removed from the field Sea Monster of Theseus. The strongest card in the game has just been summoned, and you still have gone through basically nothing, right? There is, of course, the Fleur-de-Lis. That has been used already.
Oh, this is the Rotary here coming out for the secondary or bonus normal summon, I should say. Going to be summoning. I don't see quite what it's revealing.
It's a Clip.
Clip, I see. Thank you.
Shows Clip, and now Mind Shuffle is being used. Heads back. Do we have Fallen in the Virtues? Is there something Kevin can do to stop this from happening? Can he disrupt the Mind Shuffle loop he's currently thinking about? He has 4 cards in hand. I think that is Fallen in the Virtues actually in hand.
Yeah.
That could put a stop to the scenario.
And there it is, the Fallen of the Virtuous here, coming down, slamming onto the field here, and targeting that Mind Shuffle, stopping that the shuffle of those ritual monsters from coming out here as well.
Wait, but the Fleur-de-Lis was... Oh yeah, we can also chain this to... Oh my goodness, that is insane! By Josh, he chained the effect again onto the card activation. Bounce the Fleur-de-Lis, because you can also bounce any level 7 or 8 monster from your field to your hand and then summons out the Black Chaos again. And now Kevin is checking, is this once per chain? Is there anything I can do?
Insane. You get both of them out.
The Blackluster Soldier comes out now, and the Mind Shuffle is of course not going to be destroyed just because of the protection of the Dark Magician of Chaos, Black Chaos.
I am aghast. That's the only word I can think of for this moment.
I did not know that before, but now I love it. Josh is sitting there with a lot of confidence, but this seems like there is not really a lot of interactions happening anymore. Rotary is going to be summoned in the resolution. Yeah, now you get to actually add back. You can even add back super polymerization. That is so crazy. And a banishment on the Rotary.
Yeah, the Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, just on the off chance there's something that can negate the recent activation of the Black Soldier, going for the Dark Magician, Black Chaos, that one, Black Chaos, that one, to add back to hand as well. Goodness me, the Rotary is gone. Used 1 normal summon, used 2 normal summons. Is there another one available here? Is there a JJ Kewl Doom?
Josh has shown him a Nadir Servant in hand. This is probably a... Dude, I have everything. Yeah. I even have the craziest of follow-ups in the next turn. He added it back with the Dark Magician of Chaos, Black Chaos. Kevin sitting on 2 cards in hand. This is such a wall of monsters. Almost unoutable. The spell trap cards also undestructible, unbanishable, Dogma, unaffected, Theseus, Aura.
Where on earth is the raw sphere mode when you need it?
Yep. That one is also not playable anymore because you have normal summon.
This is true.
A lot.
Yeah. Just going for an attack here. I mean, again, there's not really any point in conceding here.
Yeah.
Just because they're not timed, you might as well see how far you can go, play the game out. I'd say you never know. This is a tough situation, but hey, you never know. You just don't know.
Yeah. Maybe your opponent... I don't know. There has a lot of things have to go wrong for Josh at this point.
Maybe
so that
your
he doesn't
opponent does just go insane.
That it might actually happen.
It's a lot of pressure.
The cards are so shiny.
This yeah, it's dazzling, confusing, you know.
But the Black Luster Soldier is already threatening game here with the 4,000. Black Chaos is being summoned out.
Also a very powerful card. Does have a similar effect that it is difficult to remove from the field as well.
Yep, it is just unaffected. That was mind shuffled out. In the end phase on the Albion effect from the Virtues is being set by Kevin. The odds are not looking great for the Swiss man. Black Chaos on the field threatening to just banish both of these cards, then attack for a game. There's 9,500 attack points on the side of Josh. He can just pull the Black Chaos trigger and say, hey, I want to banish 2 cards. That's exactly what he's doing. Kevin now needs to respond with the Fallen and the Virtues. You can target the Black Luster Soldier, but then Mind Shuffle is just gonna get you out of that sticky situation. Kevin is now trying to consider, can I pop the Mind Shuffle? Does that help me with anything? Both are having the same result if Josh lets it go through.
Do see the Mind Shuffle tag out here, taking the Black Chaos back into the hand. Do we have the Dark Magician of Chaos, Black Chaos in the hand at the moment?
Yes, we
do.
Absolutely do. And that one is going to fly in to protect the Mind Shuffle from the Fallen and the Virtuous. Kevin, the last grasp, the last straw. Is there another card he can use?
Sometimes you just have the answer for everything. Sometimes you just have that hand where you have the answer for everything. Those cards are being banished now by the effect of Black Chaos. We see the Dark Magician of Chaos, Black Chaos being summoned to the field, able to add a spell card from graveyard to hand. At this point,
what can you do? Josh Kelly moments away from securing the second spots to go to the World Championship. He has the Dark Magician of Chaos, Black Chaos. He has the Black Luster Soldier, and he has Dragon that Devours the Dogma. 3 boss monsters from different decks. Moments before battle phase, 4,000 life points is not even close to enough to withstand the onslaught of attacks that Josh is going to unleash upon Kevin. But he has a cool tune clip.
It's something. It's something that keeps him in the game for a moment longer, and you have to try. But there it is. It comes down, and there's the handshake. Well done to Josh Kelly. Through to Worlds.
The next player we're going to send to WCS in Tokyo, who's going to represent Europe for all of us, is Josh Kelly with a splendid performance, with the new Light and Darkness cards showing how absolutely insane this deck can be, and once again proving that any board is breakable if you have a super polymerization.
You're not right. Again, Zen, just Zen.
Yeah.
You just Zen through it and it's fine. Well done to Josh. That's absolutely fantastic work. So happy to see. Commiserations to Kevin, but again, played phenomenally, did the best you could, and you can't really ask for more than that in this situation.
That is true. He has played to his win conditions, but that game did not go his ways, and Josh had just kept incredibly calm the entire match. Throughout the entire thing, he just sat there and knew everything was under control. You know, game 2, bit of a rough one, but in the end, he made it. He made it to Worlds, an entire year of grinding, playing tournaments every weekend, traveling throughout Europe to go to Opens and other big regionals, to YCSs, to your nationals. All of that preparation, all of the hard work put in, now finally pays off by going to the WCS, writing Yu-Gi-Oh! History and absolutely confirming that you are one of the legends of the game.
I'm just having the biggest smile on my face, seeing all of the people here to support him as well, applauding him and saying well done to him, because he's a lovely guy. As I say, he's well liked in the community from what I understand. But yeah, just fantastic. We are going to hand it over to Basti now for the player interview and match analysis.
Congratulations, George Kelly, on to the World Championship. How do you feel, my friend?
I feel amazing. That was the most stressful game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played in my life.
The most intense one, of course, the highest stakes as well, and your friends were already applauding. So another round of applause for George Kelly going to the World Championship here. Let's go. So your pick in the end worked out. That Ritual Chaos deck. Did it exactly what you wanted it to do the entire tournament and this match as well?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Even in, I had all those bricks in my hands in those games, but the cards are just so powerful. Like you saw game 3, there was a Veiler in my opponent's hand the whole time and just never got activated.
Yeah, like your game 3 going first combo, it seemed so assured against anything, right? Like you played in the draw phase already playing around Drone and Lockbird a little bit. Also, they couldn't use Ghost Ogre because you already on activation used the effect of the trap card. So that was very, very impressive. And let's get into the gameplay now from that match. Starting off, of course, with the very first game. And that actually, I think the moment you get your Chaos cards going, it's just, there's no way back. You're just winning from there on always. Skull, Archfiend of Chaos, is such a crazy card, isn't it? Just always having you the resources. Also, what would you say, are you playing a rather smaller or a bigger package regarding Chaos cards? Because your deck is a combination, of course, of branded and the Chaos cards. Is it a bigger or a smaller package?
It's a bigger package. The Chaos cards are the main kind of engine in my deck that win me games, definitely.
Fair enough. And then we go over to the next clip, as that was basically... Game 1 wasn't as contested because, of course, Kevin also didn't have the greatest of hands going first. So that sequence there locked it up for you. Using the Black Luster Soldier effect to attack again was kind of hilarious and funny. The OG effect of it, that was pretty nice to see. So what were your matchups throughout the weekend? We talked to you earlier already, and you played against Zero Kyutin. Was this the first Kyutin actually that you played?
Yeah, this was the first Kyutin, yeah.
Which was kind of the reason you also brought your deck, right? Because you thought it has such a good Kyutin matchup.
Yeah, but I did play against 3 branded, and that is my best matchup.
Oh, really?
So definitely, yeah.
So everything worked out as planned in terms of matchups? That's crazy. But another branded then in round 4 it must have been?
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. All right. Next highlight, we have a little more going on in that one, as I think Kevin did pretty well to hold the Fallen the Virtuous there in his hand when you then in the end phase played with the Griffo, because you looked into your hand previously. So that Fallen the Virtuous, the other cards, I think you had both Rituals in that game. Your hand was not great, right?
Yeah, this was a really difficult game state because I almost know that Kevin has Fallen the Virtuous here because he didn't end on a Zarlan to try and negate my Griffo.
Fair, fair.
But I just have to high roll it because my hand is so bad and he Fallen the Virtuous is me and I lose. But
and
I think it was right for try.
What was the top deck you got there? Did you even check for the top?
It was the Fua that he put.
Even after shuffling. Of course, yeah, you knew. He knew, you knew, so there was not much to do.
No, I shuffled my deck and with the Garifo, and true. I still drew the Fua. Yeah,
another Fuva. Not the timing for it. But then, honestly, game 2 was... game 2, then he won quickly after that. But game 3... a moment where you definitely had to take a deep breath when you activated that Illusion Gate, right? Because that was quite the card to activate into your full field. But the sequence when that came out of it, what did you chain to the Illusion Gate so that he was unable to use his Hydraulis?
Yeah, so I know Illusion Gate's an incredibly popular card.
Yeah.
And my plan was, I'm going to make sure there are no monsters he can destroy on my board.
Yeah.
So with the branded stuff, I had to set up multiple ways to get to Dogma. Luckily, I drew a Fallen of Albaz.
True.
And then the Ritual of Light and Darkness stuff, Illusion Gate does nothing against, so yeah.
Also, that was, funny thing to see there, because when you don't destroy any monsters with Illusion Gate, also you don't get to summon, which is quite hilarious, and that's what you successfully did there by just turning all of your monsters into that one dragon that devolves with Dogma. So the Illusion Gate that initially seemed to be maybe turning around that game didn't really do that much in the end ultimately, but then another, in this game 3 situation here, another card that you brought into, is it in your main deck or side deck? Tell me about it, the Fleur de Lis, because that's also a card you don't necessarily see super often, but it is in your side deck?
It's in my side deck, yeah.
And why did you decide to play that card?
Fleur de Lis is so good against Kultun in this deck.
Okay.
Because if I just bounce my Black Chaos with my Mind Shuffle, the Ritual monster,
true,
then my Mind Shuffle is so vulnerable to Ogre or Fallen the Virtuous. So you always want a way to get another high-level monster on board, as you saw I did here. And also, it helps play around for Hydraulis, Ghost Ogre, and Fallen Virtuous again on the Fallen of Albaz effect. Because when I summon Fallen of the White in my opponent's turn, I can just summon the Dogmatic Ecclesia, search his Fleur de Lis, and it doesn't lose to those interruptions.
So even though it is a branded card, it kind of more so secures the Chaos part of your deck, right?
Yeah, all the branded cards, the idea is I really want to make my Chaos cards work.
Fair enough, okay. We have one more clip from this match that you played, and that is when you perfectly worked around the Fallen and the Virtuous that Kevin had, and he was kind of surprised, and he also had to reread the card there at that very moment, because he of course chained it to you using the effect and putting the card into your hand for cost, and then you just chained the upper effect of it, right? Run us through what happened there.
Yeah, so Mind Shuffle, you can't use both of the effects in the same chain, but you can use a second effect as many times as you want in a chain. So I had kind of predicted that Kevin has an answer for my Mind Shuffle, so I want to bait him into using it. So he loses resources, and exactly here, I'm pretty sure he's not going to know this ruling because Chaos wasn't very popular in the playoffs.
True, true.
So I know if I bounce my Black Chaos, he's going to be like, all right, that Mind Shuffle is vulnerable, I'm going to destroy it right now. And that's exactly what happened.
Worked out perfectly fine. So Josh, last year, you were pretty close to qualifying for the World Championship already, with you getting top 8 in the main event of the European Worlds qualifier. Was that the moment you immediately said, I'm going to try very hard, I was so close, next year I'm going to do it?
Yeah, that moment I was like, I felt like I was going to make it. And I was like, I can't get so close and fail again. So I went for it this year, and yeah, couldn't ask for much more.
Now here you are going to the World Championship. Any words maybe after that? Another round of applause. You deserve it for sure. Everyone loves to see that you're qualifying also, of course, for the UK, representing UK then in Tokyo at the World Championship. But any words maybe to the viewers at home that maybe feel inspired by you having that successful run this year here into the World Championship?
I think what I've learned this year is that there's always so much you can learn. Like, I've made it to Worlds this year, and I can remember loads of mistakes I made in tournaments this year. Fair. That, like, after reviewing all my games, I realized, like, even in those games, I think I made small mistakes that I can still improve from. And you can always learn from everything. You can always improve, and always have a good group of friends to back you up, you know?
That's the people cheering here, of course, for you. So very, very cool and fun to see. So once again, of course, congratulations. We will see you in Tokyo, but there is more to be played for, as we only have found out about 2 people that we are going to send to the World Championship. One of them right next to me is Josh Kelly. Danilo Siracusa also qualified, but we have another match waiting for you, which is going to be played between Yannick and Leonardo. So one more spot open. We shall see who's going to make it, but also we have a cool announcement that is probably going to be very interesting to a lot of people watching. So let's make sure to check this out.